Hello, everyone. My name is Marty with Team Beige, and I'm here with my amazing new co-host. I mean, I'm also new, but introduce yourself, buddy.
What's up, guys? My name's Nacho, one of the Team Beige guys.
Yeah, that's the Nacho who went X2 at YCS Vegas with going second Flunderies.
Or my locals, everyone just calls me Bird Brain.
Seriously,
Bird Boy.
I honestly don't know if I've seen you on any other deck, except for like when you played Sprite once.
Yeah, well, I play Sprite until they hit the deck, but before that, I played a lot of ignorant decks. I should play Guru again. Play Guru.
I just remember like one of the first times I played you, I was on Eldritch, and I made one of the most embarrassing misplays of my life.
Oh god, I can't even. I remember that actually. You were on Eldritch for a little bit.
Eldritch was one of my favorites. Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace, Eldritch. I love the lore. The guy has so much pizzazz.
Just can't do. True. He just can't do anything under macro or Fistials. Anyways, we are here with our piece of new Team Beige content that y'all are gonna get on the channel. Ideally every week. Our new podcast, Team Beige Talks. Jesus Christ.
We're gonna get famous people on this.
Yeah, maybe. That'd be dope. I'd be down to
Will Ferrell next episode.
Honestly, I'd be down to talk to anyone on this podcast. Whoever just wants to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh and shit. I don't even care if it's on the team or not. Yeah. But so, what is your hopes for this podcast? I know I have some personal hopes that some goals that we might do as we progress through episodes. But what are you hoping that we can achieve on this podcast?
I personally am very competitive. I'm very motivated with the prizing, going to case tournaments, going to other places, just winning, and I love the prizes, and also those prizes can materialize in many different ways, whether you trade or everything. So I want to be able to talk to more competitive people, hopefully learn more about the game, and just have fun.
Love that. Yeah, I think I'm in a similar vein where, at least at this point in how long I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh over the past, at least for the past year, I've been really trying to get into the competitive scene, thanks to our locals, actually. I think if that locals didn't open up in that one location... Shout out Curio. If that one location didn't open up, I don't think I would have been going to... I don't think tournaments would have been as accessible for me.
I agree. When did you start playing? You said a year?
Well, no. So... This was something that I kind of included in our talking points as who are these losers? But I was like, don't have to. No, I've been playing since 20. I feel like I started playing the game. You know how in Forrest Gump he just happens to be in pivotal moments during the game's history? That's how I feel about it. Up to the point I was maybe because I got cards when I was in middle or elementary, and I was
definitely feel like we all had those cards when we were younger. Everyone remembers at least having them just being there. They just showed up. It was part of the Matrix.
I definitely got a shoebox full of cards from one of my neighbors. And looking back on it years later, there was a whole bunch of goat decks in there.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a Dark Magician Girl from 2003 that I still have to this day. And I had that dates it back because I remember getting it from the tin. And then I had the first edition Yu-Gi structure deck cards, but none of the money cards from Dark Magician. They were all beat to crap anyways, but
yeah,
I've had them for a very long time.
Very nice. Yeah, I think I specifically remember one of my first starter decks being the Jaden one.
With the Blade Edge? Oh.
I think so. I do remember Blade Edge being in it, so maybe that was it. I never acknowledged it, but I was I just watched, everyone just watched the show growing up.
Yeah.
And then...
When'd you drop off?
Well, that's just it, is I think just as I was growing up and going through life and stuff, I just never considered it as a real game, with tournaments and such. And so I would like go to Walmart every once in a while, and either when I had the spending money or when I would beg to my parents, like, please, can I just, please, one pack, please. Um, and like, cause I found, like, I realized I have the 2011 Stardust tin or Shooting Quasar tin, Riser Dragon, I don't know.
Beautiful Tim.
Yeah, I still have it like sitting
Cat.
over there. So that was like, so I feel like I have pieces from the Dual Monsters, the Jaden, or the GX. 5Ds, I love the shit out of 5Ds and GX growing up. Um,
5D's these nuts. Couldn't
damn
resist.
straight,
I don't
damn
know.
straight. No, no, look, this is the kind of stuff we need to bring to the people. This is the personalities of Team Beige. Because I was thinking it too.
Very nice.
um,
So, anyways, Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, but so then I ended up getting I think there was like a Zexal collector's tin or something that came out a bit ago, like a real small one. And then the first, I think, real deck that I picked up was the DDD structure deck in 2016.
You
Which,
played that?
well, but like I had it. And I had it, but so then the only time I ever played it was like on the playground. I had
How old are
no
you?
idea. I was this junior year in high school.
Yeah, I don't even think my reading level was good for that.
No, I mean,
Junior, I did not have the junior level reading
I
for
think it
DTG.
was I just think it was like it was something that was out at the time, and it was a structure deck, because also have
Mhm.
memories of playing on the old dueling network. Shout outs to
Yeah.
that when that was a thing, where I really wanted to play Destiny Heroes on it, and but this was at the time of Full Power Shadal. So I'd go on Dueling Network with my Destiny Hero Monger whatever deck, and I'd go up against Full Power Shadal, and they'd go activate Shadal Fusion, Construct 1, Squamata 2, Trick Clown 3, and I'd be like, why am I losing?
Yeah. Dude, I had that first experience because when I first started playing this, I was kind of playing it when I was younger, the way that we just talked about. But when I really started like getting into it, was 2020. There was no better time to do it. So me and a friend, Jacob, who I'm actually still friends with to this day, but he moved out to Ohio. Him and I would play, and we got into it together. And I remember I got Tunes. Toon Chaos had just come out.
Oh,
We
wow.
I remember we got into it, and then Master Rule 5 dropped. So we had learned it, and then one day everything just changed. And then it didn't matter because I played tunes. And then I played tunes. He played Code Talkers, and that deck
Okay.
combos. And I was like, what is this game? And so I just really wanted to beat him, and him and I were very competitive against each other. So we both just kind of got better together. And then I did twos. I picked up Dark Magicians. Went to locals for the first time.
Uh
Virtual World, Return of the Duelist had just dropped that
huh.
weekend
Ooh.
when I finally found a locals to go to.
Uh huh.
And I remember I brought Dark Magicians. Shout out Dark Magicians. And I lost. I beat Virtual World because the guy bricked, and then I went up against Full Power Dinos, Full Power Tritron.
Uh
Shout
huh.
out Logan and Amar. Those were the two people that I played.
That's
And
so funny.
yeah, I played like literally the two best freaking players like around, and I got whooped. But here I am now, and I kick their ass all the time.
I I mean, yeah, I've gotten better at kicking Amar's ass. We've been doing a lot of testing lately. Shout out to him, and he did beat me recently, or at least I hung out with him Saturday at one of the other Curio locations and did some testing because he showed up to the locals that was there, not even like for the tournament, but just later, and he was like, "Damn, if I had registered, I would have won this because it was so free." And I was like, I felt the same.
Oh,
Um,
Amar.
but yeah, it was so funny because I think the real year that I like tried to learn the game was, I think it was 2017, right when
Mm.
Maximum Crisis came out, or after that ban list.
That's Ash
Um,
Blossom, right?
that is Ash Blossom. That's Ash Blossom.
I know about Yu-Gi-Oh history.
That's Ash Blossom, True Draco.
Oh,
And yeah, well,
I did not know that part.
the deck that I ended up bringing to my first locals ever was a deck called Synchro Spiral, where you basically would turbo out Ancient Fairy Dragon with Instant Fusion and there was that Sea Monster Theseus, the best card of 2017 or something,
Yeah.
as it was memed. Um, and so I brought Spiral to locals, and the first deck I played against was Full Power Draco with Masterpiece and Diagram at 3, and I was like, I got curb stomped. I got to do my combo and
Oh
make
my
Sleeper,
god.
but it was so funny because I just picked up this deck and I was like, oh, this deck seems cool. Like, it was a budget deck at the time. And then that summer was when Lynx came out, and I got the double helixes. So
Yeah, you linked.
when double
God.
when double helix came out, I was like, oh yeah, like I get to I've got like a good deck now because like all the links were either supers or low rarity in the structure deck. People were making Tri-Gate Wizard for the negate, and like I think it was around then that I was like, I'm gonna try and be a good Yu-Gi-Oh player as my senior year
Yeah.
in high school. Um,
What a goal.
it was because I went to locals post links with Spiral, and I played up against Tony. I played up against
Shout out
Tony,
Tony. Oh my god.
and
In 2011
he
or whatever.
he was playing Spiral, but the big difference between our decks was he had 3 evenly match, which was a secret out of Circuit Breaker.
How much was that card at the time?
40, 60 a piece.
Yeah, that's way too much, especially as a high schooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Uh,
that's some of my problems like these days with it. How expensive it gets. I really
the
never
game's
knew I'd be like
ridiculous. Price is
the
ridiculous.
first expensive card that I ever bought was Access Code Talker when he was at
Really.
$75, and I didn't even need him. I played Eldritch and I played Subterra. I was like, why the fuck did I actually buy this card?
I
But
I think the
yeah,
first time I splurged on a deck with like pre-orders, because I used to do some pre-orders like when I learned they were the thing, because you'd get like and this is where my love for Euro cards came in, was
oof,
Tier Zero Games
yep,
or Tier Zero Games, or there was a store in New Zealand that I don't remember, Tier something singles or whatever. But they came all Euros, and I was like, these are the best. But like the first
dude, I
deck,
love Euros.
yeah.
If you ever see
Look,
me at a YCS,
yeah.
bring me your Euro cards.
If anyone's going to YCS Philly and they bring Euro Astral Pack 6 Mermelios, I'll swap you like in a heartbeat.
I need a Euro Subterra deck
Yeah, this is the request.
because that's
This
really
is
funny. This is
first
the
first
request.
episode. First episode, we're begging for Euro shit.
Find me. I'm one of the names I'm gonna need. Bring me your Euro cards.
Damn straight.
Yeah,
Like the
Renee is probably like cheering right now.
yeah. The first deck I like splurged on was it's funny you mentioned, I think it was Rise of the Duelist.
Mhm.
Was I ended up picking up the
Let me guess.
Dogmatica deck,
Yep.
and that
Nadir
deck
Serpent.
was so expensive. I don't even know how I had the money for that shit,
Yeah.
because I didn't
That's
have a
how.
job.
That's how I split. Dude, come
I
on.
I don't know.
Dude, that
No, I don't know.
shit was like $400.
I definitely I don't. Oh wait, I just graduated high school, I think, maybe, or something. Um,
Oh my
no
gosh.
wait, no, I didn't. That's because that was 2019. I have no fucking clue. But I guess I saved up for it, but that shit was expensive because Ecclesias were like $30 a piece, Nadirs were like
Mm-hmm.
80s, Fleur was 45. It was
I have my
ridiculous.
original prints. Nadir almost rose up to 100. I have I did the more responsible decision.
Mm.
I was working at a server job, so I just specifically remember like I worked a certain amount of shifts, and I was like, I'm gonna pick up 5 more shifts, so like work 3 more days or 4 more days just to buy this. So I did
S-
it, and then I bought it from a friend for a good deal.
See,
Very excited.
that's how I feel right now. Having graduated college, I mean, I did it while I was like still finishing college. I was working on campus to try and like get adult money or whatever. But yeah, I mean, like you said, shit is just so expensive these days. I mean, if
Yeah,
you
that's where we start with this conversation. Yu-Gi-Oh is expensive. On top of that, Thrust being a $70 card, Tier being so inaccessible. This is my rant section now. Kashtiro, I really wanted to play that deck. I play tested it, and just the price that it is now is not worth it. I'm playing Flunder because of you, Konami. I'm
that's
playing
so
Flunder
funny.
because of you. You
Cashier at
got rid of
home.
my sprites. Yeah, pretty much. I've been killing it with the deck, but I'm playing it because of you. But I appreciate you. I love the deck. Don't ban
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I was talking to this with someone, and I was like, I wish the game was more accessible. Um, Obviously they're trying to turn Konami has to turn a profit. Um,
Hmm.
but like I remember when Power of the Elements came out, everyone was like two best decks entering the format. Sprite was like the best one at the time, but because no one had really like broken tier yet, it was just like a kind of combo deck that had a high ceiling.
It was the
Um,
best deck that never was.
yeah, yeah,
It was the
like
best. Yeah.
uh, and I remembered having like picked up the Sprite deck, and then I think I just had credit from locals or whatever, and I just happened to get the tier deck, just from got lucky from polls, and I would like I think about it now, looking at what the prices were of tier before it got nuked. I had like the full
Now you got
power.
the unlimited print.
Yeah, even I mean the unlim print kind of helps now. At least with I feel like Sprite is still a decent investment if you were to like pick it up, but
Hmm. Like
at least
Runic
with
Sprite.
tier,
Love that deck.
it's not bad right now. Yeah. Um, but like I had the what is it, full power Shizu tier, and that deck was so
God, I hate that
ridiculously
deck.
expensive. But I never played it because Dom pilled me into playing Naturia. Um,
Really?
yeah,
Oh, that's right. You had that deck. I
it
actually don't
was.
remember you ever playing it. Why did you not play it?
I brought Danger Tier Sprite to the Philly Regional in September,
Hmm.
and that was like I brought it to a couple locals, but other than that, like once Darkwing Blast came out, I
Yeah.
just like didn't want to play anything that was, I guess, good. Um Anyways, we've kind of just this turned into a great tangent.
Yeah.
Which makes me excited for
Uh,
further episodes.
it
Um
does. This is very conversational. We realize that we don't want to waste too much of people's time. We'll wrap more. We don't want to give you everything at once.
yeah,
We want
this
to
is
slowly give you everything.
this is what you're gonna get in the future. Nacho and I talking about the game, talking about a bunch of cool stuff, going on weird bits,
Ask
which
for
I
Euro
feel.
cards.
Yeah, yeah, please. And we're gonna get some other people on this podcast.
Hmm.
We're I think we've talked about this. I think it'd be great if we got on Logan and Amar, and maybe even Alex, Tim, and Theo. Um,
We should do
to
Logan. Logan, if
yeah,
you're watching this right now,
yeah,
we'll invite
Logan.
you.
Yeah, Logan would be great to have on. Actually, yeah, you, him, and Amar would be great to talk about y'all's experience at YCS Vegas. Um, so that the people can get the players' experience at a competitive event. That is what
Yeah.
we have for you in the future. Is
Or they can also watch the vlog.
they can watch the vlog. Make sure to go watch the vlog. It will be a
Make sure to go watch
probably.
the vlog, please.
It was a
I need it for
really.
my
It
self-esteem.
was a really. That was. I like
Thank
have
you.
in the years I've tried to get good at video editing. I swear we're gonna be done soon. I've like I have like developed kind of a style, and I've like okay, but like it's something that I still have to think about. Like how do I wanna like I don't know. It's vlogs always seem weird to me recording.
Hmm.
But there was something just so natural and so fun about watching what you did, and I was like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
thanks, man.
hell yeah,
Appreciate it.
of
I'll be
course,
doing one for Philly. It's gonna be great.
yes, yeah. All right, well that's it. I guess this is gonna be the end of the first episode of Team Beige Talks. This is gonna probably be on YouTube for a bit, so check in here on YouTube Tuesdays for me and Nacho, just
Mhm.
talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, having a good time. And any last words before we end it for the people at home?
I would just say we appreciate you guys stopping by. Be sure to watch the vlog, please. I need it for my self-esteem, like I said. And we'll all see you later.
Yeah, see y'all later. Peace.